Fujiko, she like with the dose. Please don't tease me, ho. Fujiko, what would be what would be dope? Oh yeah, cashier girl. Mm. Who Dubs sent me a message? Ain't heard from Dubs in a while. Damn, Dubs, where you been at, dog? Where you been at, dog? Where you been at, dog? But I don't know the meaning. He found out really good, and it was just, oh, oh. Hmm. Translation. Damn. That's interesting. Hmm. Okay. I just couldn't let it go. Hello, people. Welcome back to the legendary Sunday night gaming stream. Lesser known compared to the Friday night gaming stream. I just uploaded another GalaxyCon vlog part video episode something. Now that I got that out of the way, I have every excuse to play video games. Play is always better after work. I learned that the hard way. So last Friday I played Naruto Ultimate Ninja. That was horrible. Man, that game was bad. Cash grab anime game. And then I played a bit of Way of the Samurai. I made it to the end. Well, one of many possible endings, and I died right at the boss. And I said, you guys saw it. I'm done. But it's been bothering me ever since. I want to at least complete one playthrough of this game on stream. But I'm gonna go for a different ending. I think this time I'm going to align myself with one of the samurai families instead of the villagers or the Paz. Hello, guy. Welcome. Who the hell are you? Uranium Santos, welcome. An older woman was throwing the pussy at me. Got to get an apartment ASAP. The crack now at 198 and not 230. Oh, you lost. Oh, man. Great. Lose that weight, man. Are you sure you need an apartment? Though? Where you at? You at your mama house? I got to remember everybody doesn't have like a convenient living situation like I do. I live with my mom, but I get a lot of privacy. Like if I wanted to crack, I could be cracking. Trust me. Full health, increased durability. and various characters. Unlock skill. Okay. So I'm gonna actually put in a cheat code here. Yeah, suck my dick. Nah, but it's one thing. The worst thing about this game, and I said it before, is that when you die, you lose all your progress with whatever weapon you had, and there's no way to get it back. Like none whatsoever. And that's a feature that you don't see in any of the games moving forward. Like it's very harsh actually. And so every time you start a new game, it just feels like you gotta, like if you died, it feels like you gotta start from scratch, or you gotta have a accumulation of weapons where you learn the skills. So I'm gonna put in this code where I unlock I'm gonna put in this code where I unlock the swords. It might not work though. It might only work in the Japanese version. Let me see if it works though. Let me see. Down, 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 right, right, left, 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 right. That shit did not work. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Square, square, left, left, square, right, circle. What? I don't think this shit gonna work. Hold up. Square, square, left, left, square, right, circle. Dude, what? Oh, okay. I was putting the codes for the PAL version. All right, let me see. All right. Circle, down, down, up, down, up, circle. Oh, nah. Okay. Circle, down, down, up, down, up. I did it. Okay. Woo, wait, what? Strife. Oh, that's good. Oh, hell yeah. We got it. We got it. I don't know what skills that sword has, but I'm bringing it. Hell yeah. Okay. I'm bringing it. And so there's also a code where you can like change the character. L1, R1, R1, L2, 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 R2, R2, R2 square. No, okay. I'm trying again. Yeah, I'm not gonna put in anything like infinite help or no bullshit like that. I'm just trying to put in the code to get around like the issue with the swords, you know. So I'm gonna just add good swords to my inventory, so I ain't gotta worry about that, because that's just a blatantly unfair aspect of the game that I never liked. So, but that stripe sword is kind of really good though for a random sword. Let me see if I can do this. L1, R1, R1, L2, 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 R2, R2. Oh. Wait. Is that it? Let me try with, like, this isn't important. This is like the character change code where you can use like the NPCs. It's just an aesthetic thing. Not important. If I can't get it, then whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's gonna work. I know it's a real code though. I used to put that in back in the day. But whatever. We got the main thing I wanted. I got, which is the sword. So let me see what's the outfit I'm gonna go for. Oh, blue. I think I'm gonna go for the Akudama clan though. All right, let's do it. Some nice titties and some ass. Looks not too old, light skin, but a bit older. Okay. Sounds adequate. Sounds adequate. How old is she? Give me a range here. Want to make it easier to not fumble bitches just cause no apartment. Oh yeah. Nah, I feel you. It could be a deal breaker for sure. Oh, so it's a what? This damn thing is slow as hell. Okay. Let's do some LARPing here. She doesn't seem to like you. Prove it. Okay. Oh! Damn! There we go. Uh-oh. A nice little punch. I need to learn how to like consistently like parry their attacks. I'm pretty good at it. But I can be better. Woo! That was nice. Look at that. This sword is so slow though. Oh Lord. It's really slow and like the attacks are kind of like there's no combinations here. That's pretty fast though. Okay. And it's like it's throwing his block off too. Like I'm breaking his guard with it. Whoa. You can actually trip over the bodies of fallen enemies. Oh, he just knocked me off the damn bridge, bro. Especially since you recommended FetLife and have fumbled due to that. The women there are sometimes annoying. Got basically propositioned to be a slave by a black trans motherfucker tried to persuade me. Well, what's that meme? I give people I give people advice to see if it works. So if it don't work, I won't do it. I don't know if I'm cut out for this sword. It's like a little bit too fancy. All this extra movement. It's good, but I don't, it's just, the movements are a little strange. Like I had to get used to it. I may think about it. Then come to the Kuro residence later. We'll wait for you there. So I think if you say it like that, the girl just disappears. I wonder if Donna's still here. Sometimes you can catch him right there in the shack. Hey, weird niggas, bro. Well, how old is she? That's important. Don't tell me she's like 50, bro. I gotta know whether this is something to be excited about. I mean, at the end of the day, though, it's on you. It ain't none of my business. What the hell? See, this sword got this shit is too fancy, bro. What the hell am I supposed to do with this? It's pretty cool though. Let's embrace it. Let's embrace the fancy nature of this sword. Maybe I can eventually get used to it. Yeah, I'm not opposed to older women, but for me, older is older. Damn. I'm getting some practice in here. It's pretty cool, actually. It's kind of slow. If only there was a follow-up for that. Okay. I think there's a move list too you can look at. Let's see. Nah, that's not it. Damn. Alan Jinda. Are piss jugs available as weapons? Piss jugs. Not piss. Well, no, actually, yeah. Nah, they are actually. I mean, there are jugs, buckets. Like, you could piss in this bucket right here. Right? It'd be a piss bucket, and you can, like, throw it at opponents. So, technically, yeah. You must have played this game. That's hilarious. Sending niggas on dummy missions to see if something works and then copy it if it does. Yeah, there's a meme about that. I forgot how it goes, though. I always try to give you an idea because I've just heard about it. Not because I did it. I don't know it through experience, but I'm just saying I've heard about well-endowed men doing stuff like that. Like marketing that fact online. In particular on a place like FetLife. But FetLife has a lot of weirdos, so that's kind of the downside there. It's like, you know, I do think being well endowed gives you a big advantage, no pun intended, with women. But at the same time, it's kind of like you still gotta pass like that, like those first tests, right? You got to get through, like you got to pass the initial eye test and things like that. Like, do you fit in? Are you socially calibrated? Things like that. Like, in of itself is not enough. You still gotta have like those surface level normie boxes checked, I think. Then I'll trust you with the matters of the past. Continue to do a good job. I know. Don't let your guard down until after tomorrow. That kid from the government has an attitude. Who are you? Show me around here. Stop talking nonsense. Why should I show a hoodlum like you around? You bastard, you are carrying a sword in defiance of the Sword Prohibition Act. What is the Sword Prohibition Act? Carrying swords has been prohibited for over a year now. Don't pretend you didn't know it. Leave this past now. The next time I see you, I'll slap you with a fine so big that your eyeballs will pop out. Yeah, he's a fed. So it seems like during this time, this is like they've all outlawed people being able to carry around swords unless they are a part of the government. So again, this story takes place during the transition from the age of the samurai to the age of the boring ass government. She's like 43. 43. I mean, yeah, it's possible she could have some juice left in the tank. That's pretty up there, but it could be worse. But she at the tail end, man. Till the next time. Yeah. So you can catch Hyuga here talking to one of the government officials. I'm gonna murder this guy. Damn. Come here. The age of the samurai will live on. The age of the samurai will live on. I tried to like whip my way over there. Damn, I couldn't get him, bitch ass. Fuck y'all looking at? Who are you? I've never heard of it. I've never heard it. What are you doing here? We're having a cool conversation here. Please lend me some money. That is not something you ask of strangers. If you have no money, then go and earn some. Damn. He's not wrong. If you climb up the slope north of Ipamatsu, you'll find the Kuro residence. That's right. Please move. Please move. Okay. Damn. I said, let me get some money. They were like, go earn it, boy. Broke ass samurai. Dang. Had them like that. Not gonna lie, I have seen many older than 50 where I would crack and not be ashamed. I would let my boys know too, just not young women. I have not seen many of them, but look, if you seen them, I'll take your word for it. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I can't think of many older women in their 40s that I know of that I would definitely crack. I don't know many. You know, I was doing a bit of research because, you know, I went to Raleigh for the anime conventions. And so I was curious. I looked up the population of Raleigh and it's 500,000. Raleigh has a population of 500,000. And my city has a population of 50,000. So big difference there. But I think my city is particularly bad because it has like a very limited demographic, especially in terms of like black women and things like that. Like you don't get a lot of good variety. Like if I had lived in Raleigh, I probably would have had a much greater chance of getting into a relationship or having sex, I think. I always remember when I went to Raleigh, I went walking around downtown Raleigh and I didn't see not one girl with a bonnet on. In my city, I see girls wearing bonnets all the time. I just got back from the store and saw one. I ain't seen not one girl in Raleigh wearing a damn bonnet, bro. It felt so good. And you see pretty girls just walking around like down the street. We'll defeat the Yakuzas and corrupt bureaucrats and finally reestablish something. Each of you, prepare yourselves. So these Akudama guys, they're kind of fanatics, to be honest. Just my style. So I'm going to do the Akudama path this time. I know it works. Lack of car, apartment, and the city being tiny makes it much harder, but I know I would make it work. Yeah, I live in a tiny city too. Don't move. What did you come to the Akudama clan mansion for? I want to join the Akudama clan. Oh, a new member. Our leader, Kicho, is not here. He should be back by this evening. Come back then. Can I take a tour? Like, can I walk around? Y'all got some cookies? Or can I get some tea? Okay, I guess. Damn. I tried to slip through the cut there. All right, so I can't join the Akudama clan until the evening. What is going on? Oh, those are the two lieutenants of the Akudama clan. Hyuga is a fed on the low. Someone wanted to join our clan. Our force is getting ready. It has been a month since we moved to the pass. It may be time to settle the score with the Kuro family. You may be right. You may be right. Slap his bald ass. Fool broke. Look, I'm a Ronin, man. Look at me. How much yen do I got? Let's count it up. I got 5 yen, bro. I got 5 yen. The best way to get money in this game is to join the Kuro family, though. That's the best way to get money for sure. Oh, it's a street fight. Cool. But since I'm gonna join the Akadamas, I might as well get ready. Oh shit. I'm trying to initiate with this guy. Damn. Got him. He just ignored me, bro. Oh, hey, no, bro. Whoa, whoa. He just stabbed that one guy. I wonder if I can get them to fight. Well, fuck you then. I don't think it'll count as a penalty for joining the Akadama clan if I kill a few of them along the way. Well, he shouldn't be a problem now. But yeah, I can't think of any older women that I've seen that I really be interested in. But the other day, I was it was early in the morning and I was getting ready to go into the store. And I saw this older woman. I saw this older woman who she had a fat ass, right? To go lie. She had to be like in her 40s or something. I didn't get a good view of her, but she had a magnificently fat ass, bro. And I was so mad because I wasn't able to like get like the best look. Cause I saw her as I pulled up to the store that morning and she was going in. And then look, I just wanted to look. Cause that was like the best ass I had seen all week. That was the best one I had seen. So yeah, they out there, but I don't see them very often for sure. I need some more moves, bro. This ain't enough. Bro, they can knock you right out of this goofy shit. Oh shit, I got it to work that time. Oh no. If it wasn't so slow, man, I could do something with this damn thing. Damn. He got some good moves with that damn thing. It's a little sloppy, but those are some intense attacks. Me. Oh, he died. That little punch does some damage. What the hell? Oh, man. Once you get into a flow, this thing can be kind of devastating. Ooh. Oh, y'all in trouble. Oh. Wow. Well, I got my 1 yen. I was just hoping to maybe get some money out of that. Not money, but to learn a new technique. I think this sword got potential, but the moves are kind of just too extra. It's like they leave you wide open for attack. But learning new skills is pretty random, so. Now, they do have that 100-man battle at the Foundry. I think they put that there just so you could, like, learn skills by having a bunch of weaklings to fight, pretty much. But as I'm waiting for the Akadama clan, what the hell should I do? I could play both sides and just like join the Kuro family real quick. Let's do it. Fuck it. Got nothing better to do. Hey, it's Subachi. We've been waiting for you. Come inside and introduce yourself to Master Teshin. Yes, he's the honored leader of the Kuro family, the bravest man in Kanto province. Well, let's do it. Maybe I'll just join these guys. I mean, it's kind of convenient. They're open earlier than the Akadama clan. And guess what little Master Kentaro did? Oh my, is that true? And that's our little Master Kentaro for sure. And guess what? Oh, they're just going to repeat the same thing? Oh, wow. Okay. Who is Kentaro? Don't you know it? He's the long-awaited son of Master Teshin and Madame Murasaki. Now the future of the Kuro family is secured. Hey! Oh, are you the new man? These guys really know how to make you feel welcome. Hey, what's up, guy? Oh, you should be careful what you say and do inside the house. Wait, who's that guy over there? He's over there looking all suspicious and shit. Don't make Master Teshin wait too long. Master Teshin is waiting. This game is so interesting because I feel like I've never seen that guy standing there before. But I think he's there to prevent you from going through the back of the house. As many times as I played this game, I'm sure I could find new stuff if I kept at it. New little events and dialogue. Are you the Drifter? He has the eyes of a warrior, but it remains to be seen whether he has any real skill. But before we talk further, I'd like to see how good you really are. You are quite beautiful. Was that a compliment? How obnoxious. Do you mind if I choose his opponent? Are you the leader? What a foolish thing to say. I'm just disrespecting him right to his face. She got a sword too, Shiratoko. She is kind of pretty. A little bit past her prime, but you know. See, if he has any skill with that sword he carries. Yes, madam. This guy, you can tell he's uptight. This guy is way too serious. No fun allowed, ass dude. Oh, I see. Who are you? Shiratoko Suichiro, the advisor of the Kuro family. I like how he waits for you to draw your sword. Oh shit, look at us. Oh shit. Oh, whoa. Well, he tried to be honorable about it. I'll give him that. Oh shit. I think I have a workable strategy here. No! Oh, yeah. Can't you see if you are fighting there? Move to the center. Oh, can't see you if you're fighting there. Move to the center. Okay. Oh, yeah. So I have it. I have the perfect strategy. Just back up, wait for them to attack, and then use the forward thrust attack, and I got him. He has pretty good skills. I think he may be useful. I've been waiting for someone like you. Here, take this. See, this is how you get paid in this game. Sure, Toko, you're going to drive the folks out of the station, aren't you? I think you get more money depending on like your performance in that battle too. Also, Pokey Sticks. Pokies. Meet us at the shrine, something. Look, this dialogue goes by itself, so I can't always catch it. Y'all gonna have to read some of this shit. Do you still refuse to think about selling the foundry? Ooh. No, it seems that I have no other choice. A government official is scheduled to arrive tomorrow. In the past, I needed nothing but my sword to sustain the honor of my family. That day seems to have passed. It is wise to sell off the foundry before the Akadama clan destroys it. It is also good for our little Kentaro. Well, or do you intend hand it over to Kicho of the Akadama clan? No, I have no intention of doing that. I'm tired of talking about this. So the main difference between the Kuro family and the Akadama clan is that the Kuro family, they can see that the age of the samurai is coming to an end, and they're trying to gracefully transition into the new order of things. And so Master Teshin, he has agreed to sell the foundry to the representative of the Meiji government. The Akadama clan, on the other hand, they want the age of the samurai to continue. So they are trying to fight against the Meiji government, even though they have a ragtag group of warriors. Like, they have no chance, really. And even their underlings know that. So at one, you have a group that's trying to, again, transition into the future as things change inevitably, while the other is fighting against it. So, you know, it kind of depends on which ideology you identify with more. But the interesting thing about it is that the leader of the Akadama clan is, I think he's the illegitimate son of Master Tenshin. Tenshin? Keshin? What the hell was his name? I forget already, bro. It's all right. In this family, you must obey your superiors. All right, let's keep going. Handsome Chad, welcome. Yo, that video where you asked the gym girl out was hilarious. I know. Some of my finest work. Some of my finest storytelling. I agree. I think I experienced it. I lived it. I made the video, and I listened to that shit about 4 times. I said, damn, that was a good ass story. Man, but when you do something crazy, it just, the story sort of tells itself, man. That's the thing about it. That's why sometimes you gotta do something a little foolish. I feel like every man needs a little bit of fool in him, you know, to go against the odds, to do something a little crazy. I'm Dojima, a swordsmith from, yeah, all right. I want to have my sword worked on. Yes, please. Okay. So if you ask him to make your sword tougher, it increases the durability. I think durability is, you probably want to have it up to at least 4. Because as the game goes on, the battles get kind of intense, and the more aggressive you are, the easier it is to break your own sword. The funny thing about him, though, is that you don't have to pay him. You can refuse to pay him, but then it'll start a battle. The other option for improving your sword will either increase the attack while lowering the defense, or increase the defense while lowering the attack. But overall, it'll be a plus, like more of a plus than a minus. So typically, it's always worth it. But it just lacks consistency as far as like getting the offense or the defense. That's why I tend to just go for durability because that's consistent. How much money do I have enough money for that? 32. I don't have enough money. Ooh, boy, I need some more cash. Broke nigga, unfortunate. If Teshin takes control of the world, we'll be rich. Yeah, I'm going to enjoy life. Once again, the samurai will reign supreme. Then I'll get a beautiful wife and enjoy an easy life. I bet you couldn't even get an ugly wife. What did you say? Ha ha ha. Damn, that's cold. I bet you couldn't even get an ugly wife. He was thinking about me. Damn. Bro really went running during a blackout and lightning storm to ask a girl out like you're an anime villain or some shit. Look, man. I had to. It was weighing too heavy on my mind, on my heart. It was so worth it, bro. I swear, as crazy as it all sounds, I gained much more out of it than I lost. It was so worth it, bro. Like that feeling of just getting it off my chest and getting rejected. Because I'm telling you, like, this was like a real, this was a legitimate crush. I really liked her. You know, sometimes like we as men, we're attracted to plenty of women, but there are just certain women that just hit the spot. She was one of them. She wasn't like some pedestrian average type chick or something like that. You know, like she was my type. Like she hit the bullseye for me. And then to have to keep seeing her every day I go to the gym. And even when I was trying to ignore her, she was talking to me. Like, hey, I couldn't take it anymore. And then I already psyched myself up to do it. I promised I would do it. This is a fun job. And just like getting it off my chest, oh man, was so worth it. Even though I got rejected, I was in the car on the way home, like just dancing, like, you know, as much as you can dance in a car. But it was totally worth it. And then on top of that, like I said, it improved my standing in the gym. Because see, the thing is, before I asked her out, the way I was in the gym, I was always like in demon mode, right? Like I was just known for like being locked in and working out hard. Like people would talk to me every now and then, but I wouldn't go out of my way to like really socialize. And so in working my way up to asking her out, I tried to utilize like the GalaxyCon strategy. You know, what I learned last year when I first went to GalaxyCon 2025, which was like the rhythm of socializing, right? So you talk to one person, makes talking to the next person easier and so on. And so I started kind of going out of my way to talk to people. I'm talking to people that work there, and people that just go there to work out, to kind of build myself up to ask her out. And then during that day, during the blackout, I was really acting the fool. You know, again, challenging people to do a push-up contest and shit. So the people who were there, they got to see like my real personality. And so ever since then, it's just like I felt more free to be myself in the gym. And it's like, for instance, one of the guys that worked there, me and him worked out together. Like I think like 2 weeks ago or something like that. Like, you know, he was showing me some different like routines and stuff like that. And for the first time, I actually talked to the personal trainer that works there. Like, I'm telling you, that whole situation it established me as a personality in that gym. So sometimes even in rejection, even in defeat, there can be a silver lining. There can be, you know, certain good things that we can get out of a bad situation, but you got to have the wisdom and discernment to see it. But it was crazy. I ain't even gonna lie. So now we're doing this part on the other side of the fence. So last time I played, we were defending the store or the restaurant from the Kuro family. Now we're with the Kuro family, bullying them. Make sure to stay alert. Our destination is just ahead. Oh, this is great. You got to ask a girl out at the right time. If you decide to do it when she's busy and there's spectators nearby, you're just asking for failure. Look, I gotta be honest, bro. At this point, I don't even care. That's exactly why I had to do it, though. Like, I get what you're saying, but like the stress of worrying about timing, that was part of what was starting to bother me and weigh on me. You are Soichiro Soritoko. You are. So you're a new bodyguard for the Kuro family. I feel bad now. I'm not cut out for even LARPing as a bad guy in a video game. I feel guilty. Who would listen to a scum like you? I wanted you to leave this place peacefully. But if you keep saying no, then I have no choice. Hey. Yes, sir. What do you think you're doing? Now it's your turn. Smash the place up. So, you know, even though Shiritoko he's bullying these people, he is pretty level-headed. Like, he'll get upset if you start a fight. Like, if you end up having to fight Donna or getting violent. Like, he doesn't want you to get violent. He just wants you to intimidate him pretty much. But this is so dumb. Damn, throw the pot. Bro would not throw this damn pot. There we go. There we go. Oh, I want this little cat statue here. Oh, yeah. How you like that? We told you to leave. Fuck your stool. Like Rick James, fuck your couch. Fuck your stool. Please allow Suzu and I to marry. Who are you? I am Superman. Yeah, it is. I know. It's goofy. Well, that should be enough. We're leaving now. How the hell is he exhausted from us just throwing stuff around? Look at him. Like, we didn't even touch you. Yeah, we're big men picking on a rookie samurai, a fake ass black samurai, and a little girl and her old grandfather. Thank you for following orders. This is a token of my gratitude. 50 yen? That's a fortune in this game. I'm going straight to the blacksmith. I think the only thing you can do with the money in this game is the blacksmith, though. Like the shops, like you don't get access to a lot of different shops or things to buy until the second game. But yeah, I know timing and all that is important, but overthinking it, like having to worry about this shit, it was bothering me too much. Like I remember one day, I saw her and she was like talking to one of her coworkers or something by a trash can, and I remember I was walking past and I was just thinking like, should I say something? Should I not? Like it was little stuff like that that was bothering me. Like, but that's why I'm not cut out for stuff like that. I'm really not, because you know, playing the game of proper escalation with women can be so complicated, you know. You again. I want to have my sword worked on. Like, I think I have to be lucky enough to find a girl that already has a high attraction for me. You know, it can't be a girl where I have to basically play a perfect game of escalation and decision making. You know, it can't be like that. It's got to be a girl that already has a high attraction to me, so that the process is easier. And I know that's possible because I've met girls where, you know, talking to them was easy, you know. So it's not always like that, but it's rare to find a girl that I'm clicking with like that on that level. All right, so now we got maximum durability. No need to do anything else with plus 30% and 30 defense and attack and plus 400 health. Man, this sword is magnificent. Don't get much better than this. Ever since Madame Murasaki came, the economy of the Kuro family has improved significantly. Hey, what's up, guys? It's the Kuro family in financial difficulties. These days, every single samurai family is having a difficult time. We're still lucky to have someone like Madame Murasaki who has a good head for business. And good head. Right, guys? Yeah, she's a slut. One of the things that you discover in this game, if you go to the right place at the right time, Murasaki is having an affair with the local police officer, that guy in the red police uniform. She's having an affair with him. Makes me wonder if little Kentaro is actually Master Titian's. Oh Lord, here we go. Have you ever tried PUA in bars and stuff? Hell no, I never been to a bar. When I was in Raleigh, it was interesting because I saw like little bars scattered around the downtown area. They look pretty fun. I thought about going in one, but it was like after the last day of the con, and so I was just walking around a little bit, and I was kind of intimidated. I ain't gonna lie. It was like there was a bar and it was like loud music and it was just like packed with like black people, and it was smoke everywhere, and like the door was open so you could see everything that was going on in there. I think it was a hookah bar or something. It looked really cool though. It was just so crowded, and I just, you know, after 3 days of socializing nonstop at GalaxyCon, I was like, I ain't got, you know. But I'm thinking about going back to Raleigh, you know, just to do some exploring, you know. Well, should probably figure out something specific to do while I'm there. But nah, as far as going to a bar, and I don't think a bar is really my scene anyway. I'm not a bar guy, you know. If I can find like maybe like some nerdy hobby groups or something in Raleigh, maybe something like that. Because, you know, anime cons only occur, you know, in any individual state a few times a year. And I feel like with the thing about cons too, I think it's one of those things you don't want to overdo it. I think part of what makes cons special is that, you know, it's such a treat to be around so many similar people after spending most of the year around normies and stuff like that. So leave, you outlaw. Oh shit. Damn.
Huh?
Hey, you walking there, stop now. Yeah, what's up? What's up, bitch? You have disregarded my advice. You are still carrying a sword. Show me your money. If you have enough, I may forgive you. Oh, damn. You show him your finger. Ah, that's great. You have created a new move, Kasumi. So this is Jose. This is the police officer's deputy. The sheriff's deputy, if you will. And he's not to be toyed with, that's for sure. Who are you? I am Jose. How do you do? He's actually very polite. You don't have to be polite to the enemy. Oh shit. You might want to kill him first though. He'll shoot you from far away. Hey, Jose, let's leave. But yeah, if you inflict too much damage on him first, then they'll both run away. If you want to get Jose's sword or his weapon, you gotta focus on attacking Jose. But it's hard because the other guy's gonna be shooting you the entire time. But all's well that ends well. It's all fine. All's well that ends well. Yeah, that asking her out video was funny, bro. Didn't even try to build up a conversation to get the digits. If you're not the best looking dude, you got to make her like you before trying to get the digits. Yeah, I was trying to work myself up to doing conversation. Like before that, it was just like we were on a hey goodbye type of level. And you know, eye contact. If we saw each other, we acknowledged each other, shit like that. But we never had like a real long conversation or anything like that. And that's what I was trying to like work my way up to, but it just like every time I guess the fear and the hesitation just got the better of me. And I just think the only thing I was really capable of doing was just a crash out. I mean, that's what it was, let's be honest. Because, you know, properly escalating to asking her out, that requires more like calculation, you know. This dude worked all night, shit. You know, it actually reminds me of what Teddy Atlas said about the fight between Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis. And he noticed how Ryan Garcia, when he came out really aggressive, and he was basically saying like sometimes fighters, they'll come out really aggressive because I thought he was trying to fight me. But he said sometimes fighters will come out really aggressive because they're trying to get it over with. Because it's scarier to take your time. Damn. It's scarier to be patient and to have to, you know, worry about every little punch that's coming your way and things like that. So sometimes fighters would go out and they'll rush to just try to like get the fight over with. Like, I'm either gonna beat him now or lose now, but I'm not like, I can't stand the pressure of having to anticipate and think about getting hit and things like that. And I think that's really kind of what it was for me. I couldn't stand the pressure of knowing that I had to make the right move here and avoiding making the wrong move there. It was I couldn't I couldn't stand the pressure, so I just crashed out pretty much. Just being real, but still, even for me and what I've done, or rather what I haven't done, that was still significant just to make that move. And then like with the quality of girl too, you know, I still feel an immense amount of pride about it. I'm not telling a lie. Young Master Kentaro was attacked in Impamatsu this evening. And then what happened? I've heard that he has survived somehow. I can't be doing this. Let's go back. Maybe I can't be doing this. You see some interesting things around here tonight, bro. Sometimes if girls are really DTF, talking to them just fucks you over because they want to escalate super quick. So you're saying like, yeah, you could potentially talk yourself out of it, basically, like by saying the wrong thing. I remember one of my friends that told me, you know, like he was trying to give me the blueprint. Wait, what happened? Kicho was defeated by Shiratoko at Ipamatsu. If we stay in this miserable clan, we will all be slaughtered. Ah, they're running away. Damn. Oh, that's Kicho's girlfriend. And she's an American woman too. He got good taste. But I think I'm going to avoid that. I want to actually find that guy's wife cheating on him. That's more interesting. I heard a dog. What the hell? Yeah, this is the jail right here. Nice little mushroom. I hate to be in that damn cell. But yeah, I remember one time my friend he was trying to give me the blueprint on how a guy like me can get laid. I remember he told me, like, don't say nothing. He said, don't say nothing. You're going to fuck it up. Kind of messed up, but I get what he was saying. You would do good in bars and shit, bro. You black and ripped, the girls would love you. I don't know. I don't know. Oof. And I don't drink either, so I'm not sure. I think my best asset is just my willingness to like socialize and talk to people, though. I do have that in my favor. You know, I think now obviously it's easier at a place like GalaxyCon because of, you know, being around so many like-minded people. But I'm pretty sure I could do this the same at a bar or something like that. Depending on the bar, though. I think it's because walking around Raleigh, I saw different types. Like there was like the black hookah bar where they were playing like the rap music, and then I heard like this. They had this heavy metal bar where it's like it was full of white people and it had loud ass metal music. So we saw Murasaki here looking all suspicious. If they find out we have been seeing each other, you'll get into trouble, Murasaki, won't you? Heh. If you can't handle a love affair or two, how can you expect to prosper in today's world? You're very shrewd. I hate to say it, but she might be kind of right. Well, you're shrewd too, you little policeman. Little. We're two of a kind. Then let's go to that place as usual. All right. Oh shit! I came too late. Fuck. Oh man, I fucked up. I thought you had to like listen first, so I dropped in too late. Well, damn. I came a little bit too late. That's what she said. Bro, Naruto Shippuden is fire. If you think it's just about the fight scenes, you're missing the whole plot. The fact that Gaara turned from serial killer to Kazekage, sacrificing his life, is worth mentioning. Yeah, sure. Fine. That's okay. That's that's okay. Yeah. It's funny because I just finished the review of that part, and I kind of glossed over that, to be honest with you. No, I mean that's, you know, Gaara's his evolution as a character, inspired by the ass whooping he got from Naruto, is noteworthy. I would like. I'm not amazed. Like you saying it like it's super amazing. I'm not amazed. I'm not gonna say all that, but it's noteworthy. Yeah, that's noteworthy character development for Gaara to see how Naruto was able to go from being one of the unfortunate children to have a tailed beast sealed within him and ostracized within his village, to being embraced by the villagers through hard work and determination and positive attitude. Gaara realized, hey, I can do the same thing. That's noteworthy. I'm not saying, oh, this makes Shippuden great, but it's noteworthy. Yeah. Oh, now Shippuden, we're on fire. No, I'm I'm not gonna gas it up over that. But that's noteworthy character development. Actually, honestly, I just finished the review. I wish I would have focused in on that a little bit more, but I was so busy hating on Naruto that I kind of skipped over some of the significance of that moment, or rather, Gaara's overall growth. This is the Kuro residence. You can't go in now. Yeah. But I just passionately dislike Naruto. So it's so weird, bro. Like usually when you think of a Cell Saga, it's a spastic or ugly. A Cell Saga is a spastic or ugly dude, but you don't seem like either of those things. It's kind of weird to admit you are one. You don't seem like either. I know it is. No, you're right. It's really kind of amazing that I've managed to keep my virginity this long. That's why I always jokingly say that my virginity is protected by fate, but I think part of it too, you got to also realize that it's not like I never had opportunities. It's just that the opportunities were never up to my standard, like, or it was just like a bad opportunity. So that factors into, like, yeah, think about it. A lot of guys just don't have standards. Like that time when I could have fucked my friend's girlfriend, a lot of guys would have just did that. Like I'm kind of different in that I don't do the things that other guys would have done. So that's part of it too. Even when I've had the opportunity, I stuck to my principles. I stuck to my code if I felt like it wasn't the right thing to do, And other times I just fucked it up, to be fair. But the other thing I'll say too, though, is, to be fair, I'm also a guy who never really took dating seriously anyway. And I think because women have so much of the advantage, as men, we typically don't have much of a choice but to compromise and to do the things that they want us to do, It's kind of like what old dude was talking about earlier with like escalating and things like that. Like, oh, you can't ask a girl out like that. You gotta, it's that sort of thing, right? You can't do this, you can't say that, you can't, but you gotta, I don't do none of that shit. Like I'm truly outcome independent, and that's good if you already are decent at getting girls. Not so much if you were completely outside of the game. I think we're gonna fuck with Chelsea tonight, bro. I think that's the best thing to do. Look at her. I must kill you. Who are you? I'm Chelsea of the Akadama clan. You don't look like a Kuro man. Come on. Don't you feel like listening to my story? Oh, Lord. All right. That's what I expected. Then listen carefully. I'm going to sneak into the Kuro residence. Once we take Teshin's head, crushing the Kuro family will be a piece of cake. Now that you know my plan, you have to help me. I can't let you just pull up on my boss and kill him. What the hell? You dumb bitch. The man whose virginity is protected by fate. You know how in Soul Calibur, Like doing the character entrances, the narrator will say something about him. That's what the narrator will say about me. The man whose virginity is protected by fate. She whipped my ass too, damn. But really, I just need some more space. Because my particular fighting style requires it. I can't really fight good. Like in a corner like this, I'm just getting fucked up. Let's hope this isn't poison. It's poison. Damn. I got no choice. It's do or die. Bruh, she whooped my ass. I'm ashamed. Damn. Well, thank you, Subachi, for having my back. I can't even win against a fool like him. I got my ass whooped. If you could commit Harakiri in this game, I would do it. I dishonored my clan. Damn. You're not a Cell Saga, you're a Cell Junior. A Cell. What's the Cell shit? What is Cell shit? You can't just focus on Naruto and Sasuke's romance when watching Shippuden. The next fight will involve Sakura and Naruto won't be in it. What are you talking about? Naruto? No, I mean Sakura versus Sasori. No, I'm not that disengaged from the different plot points. But that one in particular, I'm thinking back, I should have focused on that a little bit more because that's one feather I could have added to the cap of Shippuden. Gaara's character growth is, again, it's not amazing, but it's noteworthy, and I didn't put enough emphasis on it. I might have mentioned it a little bit, but he got really just caught up in my hate of Naruto. That was the problem. But yeah, I talked about the Sakura, Chiyo, Sasori fight, Sasori's backstory, all that shit. Yeah. But Naruto fans, they're gonna hate this review. I ain't gonna lie. But to be fair, it's just a review of the first arc. So y'all can't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me for this review when I'm reviewing an arc that y'all don't even talk about. So don't be mad. Cause I ain't hearing not one motherfucker ever talk about Sakura and Chiyo versus Sasori. Hey, I didn't even know Sasori was a member of the Akatsuki. This is my first time seeing his ass. Don't be mad at me. A lot of the peak characters in Shippuden aren't the main characters like Sasuke, Naruto, Kakashi. Yeah, I know. Exactly. That's why I'm willing to stick it out. Even though I don't like Naruto, I always give the series credit for having a great cast overall. Like, you don't have to like Naruto. You don't have to like Sasuke. You know, a lot of people just fuck with the Akatsuki guys, you know? I saw a lot of people at GalaxyCon who were cosplaying as different members of the Akatsuki, so. One thing I realized about Gaara too is when I was doing a review, like Gaara is actually kind of boring in terms of like his fighting style because he's so defensive. And he's actually like Gaara is like the Floyd Mayweather of Naruto because of his defensive fighting style. And it's like the fun of a Gaara fight is more so about who's fighting him as opposed to Gaara himself. It's like it's seeing how the person is able to get past his defenses. And so during the review, I talked about how I don't like the Deidara versus Gaara fight because Deidara himself isn't that exciting. Even though it's a good matchup, in terms of like their skill set, them both be like long range or having like long range capabilities and things like that. I didn't like the fight because Deidara isn't that exciting offensively. But I think Rock Lee versus Gaara and Naruto versus Gaara was so good because they're exciting offensively. So seeing them having to work around and penetrate Gaara's defenses was actually very exciting. Deidara, not so much. Not a fan. Yeah, I got something else to do. So now we're going to the foundry where they're supposed to be selling. Look at that guy. He got a spike ball as a weapon. I think on the harder difficulties, you find characters with like better weapons, basically. I relate. I'm a standard cell too. I would never even fuck a female friend. I wouldn't say, oh, that female friend, but nah, but for real, like that's a big part of it. If I was desperate and had low standards, like a lot of other guys, I would have been lost my virginity. But you know, because I'm not desperately trying to lose it, whenever I had those opportunities where I could, you know, where I could have fucked a fat girl or a girl that already had a boyfriend, crazy, I passed over it. But I did the right thing by passing over it. You know, a lot of guys out here, they're only getting laid because they don't have standards, you know. Once you throw like reasonable standards into it, it becomes actually much harder to get laid, you know. We got the whole clique over here. Shiratoko was killed yesterday. Oh, fuck. I think, who killed Shiratoko? I think Morisaki and the police officer ends up killing Shiratoko if he finds them. Oh boy. And this is our first time seeing him this whole playthrough. I have a shirt like that too. I wore it at GalaxyCon. That undershirt, that mesh undershirt. Annihilate the enemies at the railroad. I look forward to seeing you again. Virgin life drama. Yes. You got to be selective. Like, don't just settle for anything. A lot of guys don't think like that, though. You got to think about the pros and cons of, you know, who you're with. Let's finish here quickly and help our friends fighting at the foundry. Subachi is pretty cool for a bald nigga. Bald nigga, bald nigga, bald nigga, bald nigga. Boy, you look like a bowling ball. Boy, you look like a golf ball. Boy, you look like a basketball. Boy, you look like a soccer ball. Boy, you look like a bowling ball. Nigga thought he was Michael Jordan. Nigga look like Wang Head. Nigga look like Mr. Clean. Damn. That's one of those like sloppy dull sword attacks that does a lot of damage if you're dumb enough to get hit by it like I was. Yo, this sword just demolished him. Yosha! I like that tattoo he got on his forehead though. It's cool. Cell Saga is a code for a guy that gets no buns. All right, that fits. You know, I think if I went to enough anime cons, it could probably happen. If if I went to enough of them, I think it could happen though. Because it's the one place where I actually talk to a lot of girls. And even though I'm in like that professional mode, you know, that content creator vlogger mode, you know, talking is still talking. It's like I'd actually ran into Bree again. You know, from the Galaxy Girls video, the one in pink. I ran into her again that night. And you know, we're just kind of like joking and laughing with each other and shit like that. And you know, even though we met through the whole interview, later on we kind of talked more casually. So you have enough interactions like that, you just never know. This guy's way too aggressive, bro. I'm trying to like deflect. There we go. Okay, now I'm getting somewhere. Luckily, he's kind of weak though. Oh, got him. Oh shit. What the? Oh, he dead. Where his sword go though? Oh, there it goes. You have obtained Samahado 2. Yeah, but it ain't as good as my sword, though. It ain't as good as mine. Low tier god invented Cell Saga. I see. Bro, watching Shippuden as a teen is just a different experience. You're older now, so you don't get surprised when you see anime characters pull some crazy shit. I might have missed the boat. I'll be honest, that could be part of it. That could be part of it. But at the same time, I'm not going to give it that excuse, because even with me being older, like I can go back and watch an older anime and still enjoy it for what it is, you know? Like to me, a quality anime, damn, what the hell? A quality anime is always quality. Like getting old, like bro, in fact, I'm watching Metabots right now. I've been watching Metabots at work and I love that shit. And that was like one of the anime that we would kind of watch growing up as a kid. Now, but the thing is, I never really sat down and watched it. Like, cause I was more on Beyblade and stuff like that. Metabots was that anime that, you know, I would see it out of the corner of my eye, but I never really sat down to watch it seriously. So I was like, you know, I could watch this at work, and you know, it's something kind of lighthearted. I can watch the dub, so I can kind of hear it when I'm working and stuff like that. And I'm like, yo, Metabots is actually really good. Not because the action is so great or anything like that, but it's actually like, it's super funny. The humor in Metabots is fantastic. But Metabots is an old anime. It's an anime that, you know, is from, you know, the era of, you know, a lot of, I guess you could say like older anime fans. Like it was out when we were younger, when we were teenagers and shit like that. This is my first time really sitting down and watching it, and I was like, oh, it's cool. So I'm not gonna give Naruto Shippuden that excuse of, well, you know, I didn't watch it when I was a teenager. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. But I will say I did miss like that initial boat, you know, when it was really at the top of his game, you know, when it was the top anime on the hill. So, you know, there is some truth to it, But at the same time, I also feel like a good anime is always gonna is always gonna be good. I just think as you get older, it does get harder to appreciate certain things. Really, I think what happens is that certain tropes we can start to become annoying, and you develop less of a tolerance and patience for it. So it's like when they try to do the whole thing of trying to make the bad guys have like a sympathetic past so you feel sorry for them. I have no patience. Like, I have no patience for that at this point. Like, it's got to be top tier, top tier for me not to get annoyed. Like, what's that guy's name? I forgot his name. One of the upper demons from Demon Slayer, from the Infinity Castle movie. I forgot his damn name. What was his name? But he was the one that killed Rengoku. But anyway, like he had a tragic. He was a bad or villain with a tragic backstory, right? But very well done. But I'm at the point where I see that I've seen it so much where I don't have the patience for it. Because now I just feel like the author is trying to make me feel sorry for the bad guy. So I'm not really impressed by that very often now. So when I see, say, Sori's backstory, you know, I'm not sitting there like, oh, poor baby. I'm like, well, did you have to become a serial killer because your mom and dad died? You little whiny bitch. Like, I just don't have the patience for that shit no more. Ooh. That was good. Yeah, you guys might die. This is too cruel. Well, she did. Yeah, just leave me to fight all these guys alone. Really appreciate that. I keep tripping on his damn body. Nice. There we go. Great. That's all I had to do. Fantastic. This last part gets pretty difficult, man. I ain't even gonna lie. Shonen shit is only good when you have a underdeveloped prefrontal cortex. I don't agree though. It's fun. It's, you know, I feel like, you know, it's kind of similar to like Disney movies and things like that. And I think people kind of get it more, right? It's like when you see adults, they're like that really like certain Disney movies and things like that. You don't really think much of it. You kind of get like how that appeal kind of sustains itself over the years. But I think shonen is kind of similar. I think really the problem with shonen is that it is kind of trapped within certain like tropes and things like that, where it doesn't go beyond certain boundaries at times, and I think it limits the creativity of the author. But I think we have the expectation because Japanese cartoons tend to push the boundaries anyway, and so I think we expect them to keep pushing. But there are certain lines they won't cross, and I think it limits the creativity. That's the biggest problem with shonen. But I think shonen is enjoyable at there's oh shit. I think shonen is enjoyable at any age. I think it's more so a taste thing. I think some people just don't have a taste for the simplicity of shonen. But it definitely is kind of a simple approach to storytelling and things like that compared to what's out there in the world of anime. Anime definitely gets more nuance and deep if you're looking for that. But I think definitely when you're a kid, you're just easier to impress. Things like that. When you're younger, it's easier to be impressed by stuff like that. But I think because one of the problems with anime is that it's so trend heavy, where it's like there's just certain things that kind of happen consistently. Like, oh, here's the training arc. Here's the tournament arc. Oh, here's the tragic backstory of the villain, right? Things like it becomes predictable. Like sometimes it's funny. I'll be watching anime, and I'll predict what the character is gonna do or say. Like I'll predict their reaction. Like, oh, okay, she just said XYZ. Now he's gonna say, huh? And then he'll say, huh? Like it's so predictable past a certain point. But still, if the author or the creator is really good, he can take that old shonen formula and make it his own. This is it. This is the big climactic battle between father and son. I rewatched a story versus Sakura and Chiyo. Sakura came a long way from being a useless hoe. Yeah, I mean, she held it down. I give her that credit. I wouldn't add it to the top 100 anime fights of all time, but you can't say that Sakura is useless anymore. I mean, she basically was instrumental in taking out one of the Akatsuki members, so I give her full credit for that. I mean, she had the help of Chiyo, but that's fine. Nothing wrong with getting help in a big battle like that. And not even just in terms of like her contribution in the fight, but she also managed to heal Kankuro. Remember, Kankuro got poisoned by Sasori and could have died. And Sakura's training with Tsunade allowed her to be able to cure him and help him recover. So I'll count that too. I'm not just some simple-minded brute that's looking for, wins in battle. Like I look for any contributions. Any and all contributions, man. If it's Dragon Ball Z and Korn got them sensu beans, then shit, man, he helped. Got him. I almost died, bro. About to die like last time. This can't be the end. It is. Oh, well, I got him. That's great. Shippuden is just more appealing to teenage emo niggas. I'm not gonna let you guys out with that excuse, bro. We're not doing that. We're not playing that game. Nah, man. Like you had to watch it, but you want to. Nope, nope. I ain't going for that, bro. If I could watch Metabots at 34 and have a good time, I should be able to watch Shippuden and enjoy it if it's enjoyable. With the money we receive from the sale of the Foundry, we should be able to keep our family going. Yeah, you guys are gonna get fucked. Yeah, I mean, it's not even like I watched the entirety of Shippuden and I'm saying this shit. Like, I watched the first arc and I'm disappointed. It's pretty mid, but I expect it to get better. I mean, I like the first part of Naruto, so it's like people are anticipating me to just hate it. As much as they defend it, it's like they expect me to hate it. And I'm like, damn, have more faith. Have more faith in one of your favorite anime. If it's that good, then I'll, because even I think it's gonna get better. I didn't expect Shippuden to start off so weak though. That surprised me. I was expecting it to come in strong like Dragon Ball Z. You know, with Dragon Ball Z, the first arc is the Saiyan arc. I mean, and need I say more? Shippuden, the first arc is Kazekage rescue mission. Yikes. Yikes. I mean, a good idea on paper. I mean, the stakes, Gaara being kidnapped and the Akatsuki group finally making a serious play. I just think it was poorly executed for a first arc. One of the biggest problems is that Naruto really don't do shit. Like when Sakura is putting in most of the work, you know it's a problem, bro. Y'all, you went left somewhere, bro. Sakura making the first is making more moves than anybody else. It's got bad pacing. The animation is subpar. It's got some problems, bro. But I think it's gonna get better. In my heart, I believe it's gonna get better. So I'm not even tripping on it. I just expected better from the beginning, but we're just getting started. Rock Lee's career got ended by Gaara. This motherfucker did a 180 and became Kazekage. And everybody loved Rock Lee too. Remember that. I always hear bad things about how Rock Lee was handled going into Shippuden. Like, he never lived up to the potential that people thought that he could as a character. Like, he wasn't really given enough shine. Wasn't highlighted enough compared to other characters, which is a shame because he had one of the best fights, arguably the best fight, the best moment in the first part of Naruto. You can make a strong argument for that, bro. Strong argument, because that unlocking the gates, that shit was so hype. Oh man, taking the weights off, man. But see, that's what I'm talking about. Like before, like the predictability of the predictable nature of shonen anime, like the whole I'm taking the weights off shit. Like that's in Dragon Ball, Yu Yu Hakusho. But if you do it right, it's still hype. And I think that's why shonen works. It's predictable, but you can do the same shit that the other shonen anime have already done. But if you do it right, then you'll be all right. Like you can still have an obligatory tournament arc. And it's probably not going to be like the Dark Tournament, but still be really good. I think the Dark Tournament arc and Yu Yu Hakusho has that is like the best tournament art, right? Like there is no, it don't get better than that, right? Can anybody name a better tournament art than the Dark Tournament? I don't think it gets better than that. How many good women are out there? Not many. Not even on that corny trad wife shit. Just a non-fat girl without a boyfriend. No boyfriend, no herpes, not crazy. I think they're out there, but the problem is they're gonna get snatched up so quick because they have so much value. I don't think I should say anything. I've arranged some entertainment especially for you. Actually, I've arranged a 1-act play in your honor. What? I do so want you to see it. It is called The Death of a Samurai Family. The government army is attacking us. So the government betrayed the Kuro family. It was all a setup. They never intended to buy the foundry. They were just going to take it by force. They wanted the Akadama clan and the Kuro family to sort of wipe each other out to make it easier. And here we are. Fucked. Gaara almost added Rock Lee to the body bag list until his sensei intervened, and now this dude Gaara out here sacrificing his life to save people he used to hate. Yeah, I mean, come on, Gaara was a kid. I was a little monster when I was a kid too. I mean, I didn't kill people, but I had my ways. One thing I will say, I don't always like the whole idea of a bad guy or a villain becoming a good guy later. I think a lot of times it's just kind of forced. But in Gaara's case, I do think it was well done, especially with his connection to Naruto and seeing Naruto and like how Naruto was able to be embraced by his village as a child that had one of the tail demons sealed inside of him. I think the only thing that bothered me about it was more so Naruto, like from Naruto's perspective, like how he was crying over Gaara and shit like that. I didn't like that. I felt like he was being like overly emotional about this shit. Because like they were trying to like sell it like, oh, again, they both had tail demons sealed inside of them, so they have that in common, and that's why Naruto feels so strongly about it. But still, it's like you really don't know him like that. That's the problem with that. Like, I don't think it was really set up properly for Naruto to be as emotional about Gaara being kidnapped as he was, because they just didn't spend that much time around each other. I get why he wanted to help, but this dude was really in his feelings about it. We will face them together. But other than that, I do like Gaara's development, though. It was like, from Gaara's perspective, it made sense, but from Naruto's perspective, I don't think so, because I just feel like they didn't spend enough time together for him to be like crying in his pillow over Gaara. They kidnapped Gaara. Like, dudes, can you stop being a whiny little bastard for like one day? You can't take a day off? Damn. Like, y'all fought like one time 3 years ago. What the hell is this guy doing? We finished them all. We really didn't, but we finished enough. Yeah, I think the idea is that if you leave them to fight by themselves, then they're gonna die. So you want to stay if you want that character to live, basically. Chiyo carried that fight against Sasori. I'm guessing you saw the entire fight. Just so you know, Sasori actually let himself die. When she used the parent puppet, he said, all right, I'm done. Yeah, I know that. And, you know, I was going to make a big deal out of that. Because that bothered me at first. Because I was like, just let them have the victory. But I shit on that arc so much. I didn't need to, bro. I let that one go. I know exactly what you're talking, but I let it go. I let it go. But now that you mention it, let's talk about it. Because that, again, it's like, do not be mad at me that I'm talking shit about your favorite anime when your author sucks ass, bro. Like, let me just, like, don't be mad. It's not my fault. It's his fault. Like, it got nothing to do with me. Like, these are the type of decisions that lessen the impact of a victory. So now, after all that shit, you can't even really say that they beat him because he let himself get killed. He let it happen. So I wasn't even gonna say, I wasn't gonna say shit. And you had to say it. I wasn't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna let it go. But this is what the fuck I'm talking about, bro. Like, don't be mad at me for talking about this shit. I don't know who created Naruto. Blame him, whatever his name is. Blame him. Because what did that add? What did that add? Like, what's more important, right? The satisfaction of a clean victory, or Sasori, the most insignificant Akatsuki member, showing a little bit of humanity at the end of his life? What's more important? The satisfaction of the victory. Sakura got a dub. I don't care that Chiyo carried the fight. They needed each other. Like, it was, because the way the fight worked out, Chiyo was using Sakura's body like a puppet. So Chiyo had the experience, but Sakura had the youth and the strength. And so Chiyo used her body in order to take advantage of her strengths to compensate for her weaknesses. So they needed each other. And on top of that, Sakura had the antidotes, and so they needed each other. So I'm not going to hold that against Sakura or Chiyo. Nothing wrong with some tag team battling in anime, right? Goku needed Yajirobe and Gohan and Krillin to beat Vegeta. It's like, there's nothing wrong with that. That's fine. I'm saying at least let them have their victory. Don't lessen it by saying, oh, he let himself be killed. Because now I'm like, well, damn. Like, he could have killed your stupid ass. So it's like, you point out, okay, Gaara's growth. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah. But it's like, for everything like that, there's a moment like Sasori allowing himself to be killed that takes away from the story instead of adding to it. And that's the problem with Naruto. Like, I've never seen an anime that's like so afraid to just let a clean victory happen, bro. Like, everything, it got to be like some bullshit attached to everything. Oh, Naruto finally got his hands on Deidara. Wait a minute, it was a substitution jutsu. Like, come on. It's not my fault. They got nothing to do with me. If it was me, Naruto would have beat the shit out of him. These dudes got damn cannons now, bro. Yeah, I'ma spam the same attack because it worked. Especially against the cannon fodder enemies. Damn. I think if Shirotoko was still alive, he'll be fighting with me here. Oh shit, he dropped the fish. He just had to bring it up. I wasn't gonna say nothing about it, bro. And it was funny because when I was doing the review, I thought about it, but I was like, I don't have to say it. I talk so too much shit as it is. I was gonna I let him off the hook, bro. I let him off the hook. I literally, like, cause I remember, like, when I watched it, it pissed me off. And so I was like, I cannot wait to rant about this in the review. But as I was reviewing it, I was like, what's the point? I got enough bad shit to talk about. I don't have to add this to it. I kind of just, like, you know, I just rolled. I think I mentioned it, but I didn't really go in like I just did. Damn, that shit broke my sword a little bit. What the hell? Yo, it's a lot of damn enemies out here too. Dude, I was just murdering the hell out of these guys. Do I gotta kill the dudes by the cannons? Is that what it is? Yeah, I think I gotta kill them specifically. Oh shit. You always gotta be careful with the mushrooms because some of them will just poison you. I wonder if the blacksmith is still there, taking business. You gotta be careful when you're attacking multiple enemies at the same time because it makes your durability go down faster. Like way faster. Ooh! Dude, I'm the best. I did that one basically by myself, man. Damn. Had you gotten more into the Gaara lore at that start, you could have pulled the tall Gaara chick you saw at the convention. I would not say that. I don't think I had any chance with her. I felt coldness. I felt coldness, my lord. No, but she actually wasn't that bad. I think when I went back and I watched it again, I realized that as the interview went on, she was kind of like loosening up a little bit. I think initially though, like she was just kind of like, who the fuck is this guy? But I had a great time with them. They were really cool. Shing had to call me out like that though. Subachi! What the hell is he doing out here? The Rock Lee cosplayer was the hottest out of the group. Yeah, I agree. She was damn. Something strange is happening. Yeah, CEO was super cute, ain't gonna lie. And her outfit was completely on point. And she had the contact lenses in. So she had like the big black pupils like Rock Lee. I mean, she was thorough. I'll leave it at that. The government's ninjas have arrived. Speaking of ninjas, oh, he died bad. Oh shit, my sword almost broke too. Hopefully they don't watch your streams, gang. I don't think so. I think Bree subscribed though. I think Bree, cause I saw her later that night and she wanted to know if I had a YouTube channel and I showed her. So I think she subscribed. Leave the punks to me and proceed to the bridge. I think the other ones only saw my Instagram. Let's fight them together. Oh no, I sent them the video, so now they might be watching. Never mind. Now you gotta watch the cosplayer collection video, cause I got a picture with this one girl. She was cosplaying as an Attack on Titan character, and she was bad. She was bad. Like the Rock Lee cosplayer, she was really cute. She was pretty, but this girl was bad. It's like she was one of them. You know, I think like one of the crazy things about this game is just like how much fighting you have to do at the end. It's just kind of crazy. Like compared to the beginning, it's like you do like 90% of the fighting is done at the end here, bro. I just noticed that too. I think that's why, like, in a way, some of the later games are a little bit better about that, because it's spread out more evenly throughout the game. I mean, in some ways, it depends on how you choose to play. Like, you can be more violent and combative, sure, but nothing you do other than, like, the 100-man battle at the Foundry would prepare you for all this fighting. Like, this is the part that really makes or breaks you, for real. But it's also a little bit tedious too. I say in some ways, sometimes it's better to play this game on easy. I'll stay here. It's up to you to strike a decisive blow against the enemy at the bridge. This is almost starting to get difficult. You fumbled those anime con girls by not being a Naruto expert. I don't think that was it. I don't think that was it, man. The sympathetic villain trope is all over Shippuden. Hate to break it to you. Orochimaru is that one dude that's just like a bastard. He gives no fucks, and that old dude, Danzo, is also evil. Well, I'm not surprised. Again, I sniffed it all over Naruto. That's why I avoided it for so long. I could tell. But, I mean, Demon Slayer is just as bad, so. That's why, like, when I saw it, like, when I saw Sasori's backstory, I was just like, whatever. You know. I'm not gonna sit here and pick it apart. We already know what Naruto Shippuden is at this point. I'm just saying it's one of those things I do just find it annoying. And I'm not saying that a villain can't have a tragic backstory, but some people are just bad because they're bad. You know, every person that was a serial killer or killed people or became a criminal doesn't have like some crazy bad backstory, you know? Like sometimes it's actually so much more subtle than that. It's like, oh, I was raised by a single mother and there were gangs in my neighborhood. I joined the gang and part of the initiation was to kill someone. But with like anime villains, with their backstories, they always they go way out of their way to make them tragic, you know? Like I remember, like in Trigun, I don't think Trigun was that bad with it, but there was like one character in particular, Legato, who was like really fucking evil. And his backstory was like he was a child prostitute or something like that. And Knobs had like discovered him, that he had powers and shit. But for every Legato, there should be someone that's just evil just because. Like, because some people just are like that. Some people just don't give a fuck. Like, some people are just like King Von. It's just some people, right? Does King Von have like a tragic backstory or something other than like being raised in the projects or whatever? Like, he was just, if anything, guys like King Von or a lot of these like gangster rappers, drill rappers that actually kill people, a lot of them were just products of their environment, you know? I'll put an end to the age of the samurai. All right, so now we can fight the boss. The big bad bossman. Super Dodo, welcome. Oh, he's fighting him. I think I'd rather fight him. I can get rid of him quicker. Yo, Tenshin might kill him his damn self. I might have to do anything. Gaara's life was more tragic than Sasori. His father was Kazekage. His father was Kazekage and tried to murk him 6 times. And when his mama died, he found out his mama didn't like him either. His whole family hated his existence. Yeah, that's pretty fucked up. Yeah, Sasori had a loving family. They just died during a mission. And then on top of that, he still had his grandmother, though. Chiyo. Yeah, Gaara had it bad. And, you know, for all the shit that I talk about Naruto, he had it bad, too. Let's not forget, you know, I don't like Naruto, but he did have it bad, and he made the best of his situation. If I had to give him any credit, is that, you know, he had it really bad and made the best of his situation, you know. I would never take that away from Naruto. His determination, his attitude is top notch. But other than that, not a. Oh Lord, there they are. Get them. Oh, more fools are coming. How can we be defeated by an enemy who won't show their flag, their own flag? Now let us march to the battlefield. Adorn our magnificent death with hundreds of thousands of blood flowers. So this is the ending where you pretty much go out in a blaze of glory fighting the government, but still lose. After several days of battle, the government army captured the Kuro residence and foundry. Rokotsugu Pass and the surrounding area fell into the hands of the Meiji government. The government's attempts to get the Kuro family to surrender failed more than once. The Kuro family held on to their honor as true samurai. The cost was their own extinction. In September of the same year, the Seinin War, the largest samurai rebellion, was brought to an end. Since then, there have been no samurai in Japan. This is actually like the canon ending of like Japanese history, because the samurai really were wiped out. But the best ending in this game is to get everybody to come together and defeat the government, which I've never gotten, because you have to find a way to get everybody to like you. Like you have to do it like a very specific set of events in the right order to get it to play out like that. Like you gotta talk to the right people, take the right sides at the right time, make sure nobody dies. It's pretty hard. I might go for it one day. Ending number 4. If only we had more elite swordsmen. Yeah, and they give you a tip there at the end. So Teshin says, if only we had more elite swordsmen. I got 60? Rumored samurai still. Damn, that's sad. I thought I would have got... Dude, I fought to the end. I went out like a G. What happened? Shonen slop gets repetitive. Yes, it does. This game looks cool. Never really heard people mention it before. Hell yeah, this game is awesome. I'm sitting here talking about Naruto as I play it, and I'm spamming attacks, but yeah, it's actually really cool. Record. So those are the different endings. I think. No. Wait a minute. Ending, inexperience. Oh yeah, those swords down there. Those are like the different endings that you can get. So you see how you see that part of the sheath colored in. That means you got one ending. I think. So that means there's 1, 2. I think there are 5 or 6 different endings. I think there are 5 or 6, something like that. And we got battle mode. How do I unlock more characters? Man. Don't compare Sakura's poison cure to Korin's sensu beans. Don't do her like that. Remember, even Sasori admitted he couldn't come up with a cure in just a few days, and he created the shit. Look, man, those sensu beans come in handy, bro. That's all I'm saying. Look, the point is that I give credit where credit is due. You know, a significant contribution to a victory is a contribution. Or any contribution whatsoever. Even small contributions can be absolutely necessary contributions as well. Because think about it. In the Dragon Ball superhero movie, Piccolo has one Senzu bean left, and he gives it to Gohan, who ends up going beast. What's the form? Beast mode, beast form, whatever. And that's how they defeat Cell Max. So that one Senzu bean was necessary so that Gohan could recover, power up, and go beast mode. So that one Senzu bean goes all the way back to Korin. You gotta give him that credit, bro. Without that Senzu bean, Gohan doesn't fully recover and get the chance to go beast mode. So you gotta look at it top to bottom, man. A small contribution can be absolutely necessary for victory. You know, the smallest part in a computer, in a car, in a piece of machinery can be absolutely vital for its operation. You could take one goddamn thing out of my computer like this big and it won't work at all anymore. Right? In a vehicle, there's like it's probably one little knob or something you can remove and it'll fuck up the whole floor of the car. So I always give credit where credit is due. You don't have to get the killing blow or anything like that. Just make contributions, you know? Sakura was definitely high IQ when she made that poison cure. She must know some high level chemistry and herbalism to pull that off. She came a long way. She did. I think even Chio took a look at Kankuro and didn't know what to do. She was like, well, he dead. Chio looked at him and was like, this nigga dead. Sakura pulled up, tied her hair back, started putting some bubbles in that nigga. I don't know what the hell she was doing, but she did it. Have you met that rapper yet? Rapper? What rapper? Have I met what rapper? Black Cell, welcome. Rock Lee did the weights off, right? That motherfucker was carrying 1,000 times the weight Goku carried in Dragon Ball. I don't even remember how much it was, but it was dope. When he dropped it from like that statue and then it fell and was just like boom. Rock Lee was supposed to be one of the main faces of Naruto and they just discarded him. I guess it makes the show more realistic in real life. An athlete gets injured, they are done for good too. Damn. That ain't worth it though. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. That they should have done, like, I don't know exactly what they do with him, but he should have definitely been more of a focus if he wasn't. Naruto probably viewed Gaara like a brother since he knew they have similar backstories, but you're right, this dude Naruto crying over a dude he spent 10 hours with. That's all I'm saying. I'm not being unfair with my analysis of their relationship. From Gaara's perspective, it makes sense because Naruto serves as an example of what he could be. Okay, from Naruto's perspective, well, yeah, you guys have a similar background in that you both had a tail demon sealed inside of you, right? But that's not enough for you to be crying over this guy when you only know him for a couple hours. Like, and then on top of that, you knew him through a fade, through a fight. It wasn't even like y'all were chilling, eating ramen, laughing and joking together. Like, you guys fought each other. So the level of emotion that he had invested in Gaara up to that point just didn't really make sense, right? Even with their shared, experience of being ostracized and shit. Like y'all not the only niggas with a tragic backstory, bro. First of all, damn. I mean, if that's the case, cry for Sasori, cry for everybody in the damn anime. I bet half the characters got a damn tragic backstory. But all I'm saying is, if you're gonna do it the right way. If you're gonna do it the right way. You gotta set moments like that up properly. And I don't think it was set up properly. It's just like, well, that's Naruto. He cares so much about Gaara because they have that thing in common, I think. Naruto just has that talk no jutsu ability, so he's able to empathize with people. He doesn't really know. His whole life philosophy is no matter how fucked up you are, people can change. Don't give up. Hey, look, that's See, but the problem with that, and this is the issue. This is why I don't respect it, because they don't challenge, like, or I haven't seen it, but I'm betting that it's not going to be challenged in the right way. So the reason why I always respected Trigun more than any other anime when it came to this topic of, like, the protagonist not wanting to kill and give everybody a chance, take a chance, was that it properly challenged his worldview through Legato. Legato pushed Vash to the point where it was like, look, you kill me or these people are gonna die, period. Like, it's no way out, ain't no talk jutsu. I'm not becoming a good guy. I'm not kicking it with you like Vegeta and Goku. So, like, no, you kill me or these people die. And, like, he had to make a choice. And that's why I respect the artistry of Trigun's story, because it took that idea and pushed it to the limit of what's possible. And so when I see Naruto say, oh, I'm going to save Sasuke no matter what, I know he's going to do it, because the anime is not going to challenge him on that. If Naruto says we can save him, we can save him. Because he's fucking Naruto and we all got to suck his dick. So we got to go save Sasuke. Trigun, no, nigga, you got to kill me. Hey, I'm not becoming no good guy. Fuck you. What? That's what it is. And that's why I always respected Trigun about this shit. Everybody is not gonna be your fucking friend, nigga. He was like, no, you gotta kill me. You're not gonna kill me, they gonna die. What's it gonna be? Legato was a fucking savage. He was a demon for real. He was for real with the shit. Jeffrey Dahmer mode. Fuck all these villains, tragic backstories and crying and shit. Gave up at the end. Legato was a legit demon. Ted Bundy, Jeffrey Dahmer, John Wayne Gacy ass nigga. As a villain, I put respect on his name. Oh, man. Y'all got me started, bro. Spoiler, Shippuden doesn't have many clean victories. I'm not surprised. The color me surprised. I'm not. It's the reason why I avoided Shippuden for so long. I smelled it from like a mile away. I could tell what Shippuden is. I'm just hoping that it can make up for its deficiencies in some way. But I knew it. I always knew it. I could tell. I didn't even have to watch the shit. I already knew what it was, bro. I'm like, man, like, I knew it. One of the things that gave it away to me, because I noticed in the first part of Naruto, they were so attached to Orochimaru. I was like, okay, this is an author that just does not want to get rid of his villains. Like, he's not willing to just get rid of a guy and move on to the next. Like, we're going to see Orochimaru forever. I got you. I knew it then. I could tell. Like, anytime you got an author that doesn't want to just get rid of a villain, like, and I get it. Sometimes you just have a good villain you want to keep around a bit. But I knew it. That kind of gave it away to me. I was like, he don't like. And Orochimaru ain't nothing special to me, bro. Like, he just, like, dude, Orochimaru is like on the level of the forgotten villains of Dragon Ball, like pre-Saiyan Saga. Like, you could have been got rid of him, but nope, we got to keep him around forever. Old Snake Ninja, wow, so compelling. He would have been gone first part of Naruto. We move on, nigga. Put Sasuke in his place or something. Damn. Damn, Hans, you gonna spoil me on the whole thing? Shit. Damn. Every bad guy in Shippuden is 10 times stronger than the good guys in the show, and Akatsuki is outnumbered. It's like 10 niggas wiping out entire villages. Every bad guy in Shippuden is 10 times stronger than the good guy. I mean, yeah, that happens. I don't know, like, that's... I guess you could look at it like, if they're so outnumbered, then it kind of makes sense, though. Because there is like a small group versus all the different villages. I like how when Gar becomes a good guy, he becomes a sorry weakling, but a few seasons ago, bro was one of the main threats. Yeah, I was thinking about now that they got the tail demon out of him, he can't do his normal Saiyan jutsu, right? Some blonde dude with mouth hands comes and kills Hisari. He did die for like 2 hours. I recommend watching Naruto Unhinged. It's funny. It's a remake of the original Naruto scenes with AI voices, and Naruto believes he's black, and Gaara is the evil racist dude from the Sand Village. So this is like Dragon Ball Z abridged. Nathan, welcome. Naruto is going to get challenged, but they didn't challenge him enough. I bet. Here's a spoiler. Sasuke says, "Oh, disconnected." Are we back? My internet just disconnected for like a second there. But we were talking about Sasuke. Sasuke says the only way Naruto's gonna stop him is if Naruto kills him. I like that. I like that. That's what I want to hear. That's what I like that. That's what I'm talking about right there. You got to kill me, bitch. Now, of course, we all know that Sasuke comes around, settles down, fucks the dog shit out of Sakura and impregnates her. We all know how that goes. But still, I like the attitude that you're gonna have to kill me. But I knew it at the end of Naruto, the first part of Naruto. I was like, if Naruto decides that we're gonna save Sasuke, we're gonna save Sasuke. Don't think it's gonna be a twist. Don't think anything, because Naruto decided it. So therefore it will be. Therefore it shall be. And that's just what it is. That's just what it is, man. I knew from the jump. What head did I have last time? Yo, this guy right now is just fresh. This is a fresh outfit right here. Yeah, I think in going into watching Naruto Shippuden, I just have to accept certain things about it in order to, you know, in order to just kind of roll with it and just enjoy the finer aspects of it, which I'm sure are there. You know, I got to put my own preferences to the side and just roll with it, you know. And that's why I didn't really go hard on the ending of the Sasori fight, because that's kind of been my attitude. It's like, because I could go on rants about stuff like that all day, but how many times am I going to have to do that by the end of the series? It's like, past a certain point, I just got to accept Naruto Shippuden for what it is, you know? I can call it out here and there, but there's no point, you know, being bothered by it too much when I already know what it is. I knew what it was before I even really got into it. Did I kill that dude already? Oh no, I hit him. You know, I just thought about it. One way to get some easy money is like do the duel with that one guy at the Kuro residence and then get paid for it. But you don't have to like keep fighting with them after that. It's so cool that you can sheath your sword and he immediately understands, like, okay, he's not gonna kill us. He immediately gets it. The reason why the end of Shippuden sucks is because Sasuke should have died, Rock Lee should be the GOAT, and other characters shouldn't have died. So everything happened the opposite of the way that it should have. Sasuke should have died in Avengers death instead of they turn him into a deadbeat dad that acts kind of boring in Boruto. So they basically just domesticated him. Damn, that's kind of even worse. Damn. That's almost like admitting that even Arthur knows that he should have died. So it's like Naruto had to be right in saving him, right? But the way events the way the events kind of fall into place is, I guess the author was like, it ain't nothing left to do with Sasuke now. Like Sasuke as a good guy doesn't really have much left to do now. Let's let him settle down with Sakura. I mean, you know, good for him. Good for him. You know, I'm not saying he had to go out like a crash out. You know, I'm just adamantly against him coming around. You know, I think it's more so it has to do with Naruto's mentality and how I know the anime is going to challenge him on that, you know. And really, this is something that happens a lot in anime in general, though. Like, protagonists are oftentimes spared from, you know, having to make hard decisions regarding their villains. You know, it was the same thing in Chainsaw Man. When Denji fought Risei, and instead of finishing her off, he let her live and even tried to take her out on a date afterwards after she killed a bunch of his allies. You're just trying to date this crazy bitch. Yet conveniently the plot gets rid of her through Makima. So instead of Denji having to do it, they just get Makima to do it. And you'll see that a lot in anime because they want to keep the protagonist's hands clean. So you can hold on to this idea of, I'm not gonna completely wipe out my enemies. But if the author can't do anything with them, they'll find another way to get rid of them. You know, this even goes back to Dragon Ball Z on Namek. Akira Toriyama didn't want Goku just straight catching bodies on Namek, so he had Vegeta be the cleanup man. Raccoon beat Vegeta's ass. Goku defeats Raccoon, but Vegeta ends up having to kill Raccoon anyway. Because we can't have good boy Goku finishing off. God, man, I swear I do not hate Goku enough for healing Frieza. Man, unforgivable. Unforgivable. My God, Goku, Lord. You the dumbest nigga in the universe, as well as the strongest. Frieza is the one guy, like, it ain't, you cannot spare his life. I mean, he is pure evil. Can't spare Frieza, man. Orochimaru, what? Orochimaru becomes a transgender parent that sells shish kebabs, works 2 jobs, and bruh, don't tell me anything else, bro, because you're gonna make me not watch Shippuden. you're gonna convince me not to watch it at this rate. I didn't know all that. Wow. Oh my God, bro. This y'all favorite anime, bro. Okay. Damn. Don't even stop right there, because I'm that close to just not even watching it at this point. I didn't know that. I knew Sasuke became a bitch. Like, I didn't know all that. I was like, my problem with Orochimaru was just, I felt like he stuck around too long. He like I can't compare him to Frieza, but it's kind of like with Frieza right now. They keep bringing Frieza back. Like, just let him rest, you know? Like let that boy sleep. Can Frieza rest in peace? Damn. It's kind of like at some point you just gotta retire your villains, bro. Like JoJo. In JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, your bitch ass get retired, bro. You don't get a lot of second chances in JoJo. That's one thing I like about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, bro. Those niggas get retired, bro. Your ass get put down. One of the interesting things about JoJo Part 4 is that, the protagonist, Josuke, he's like most anime protagonists where he doesn't want to go around just killing people, even his enemies. But the author found an interesting way for him to stick to that code while also getting rid of his enemies permanently. And so he would like I think with one of the guys, he had turned him into like a statue or something. Like he reshaped his body into a statue so that he was basically like in his permanent prison for the remainder of his life. So in a way, it's like he kind of gave him a fate worse than death without really killing him. But I can appreciate that more than transgender Orochimaru. Man, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Whoa. Hey. Yeah, I'm not listening to you anymore. I'm not gonna watch Shippuden. Hearing this shit. Hey. Yee-hoo! Last night I messed up getting the villager ending or the good ending with these villagers. I probably won't be able to finish it tonight though, because I got one last FAP session planned. Seriously. That's Orochimaru in Boruto, not Shippuden. But still though, that's basically saying that they never really get rid of him. They never get rid of him. And he's not even that great of a fucking character. Not even that great of a villain. I never liked Orochimaru, bro. Like, on any level. I think the only significance that I can remember of him was that, Sasuke went off the train with him the way that Naruto went off the train with Jiraiya. And Jiraiya, Orochimaru, and Tsunade all have a past together. So I get, that's the only significance I can really apply to him. But as a character and as a villain, I just don't like him. And see, with villains, it's like wrestling. They got to build heat. So it's not a bad thing when the audience don't like them, but you still got to kind of respect them as a villain. So it's like in Gachikuta, I hate Jabber, but I respect him as a villain because the way he's able to make people hate him. And that's why we love him, because we hate him so much. And that's why, when I went to Galaxy Con, I saw so many people cosplaying as Jabber. Like, he's the type of villain that you love to hate. So I wouldn't get rid of a Jabber anytime soon. But a villain like Orochimaru, I would have got rid of him early. He's not really, he's not cool. He's not likable, nothing like that. But for whatever reason, I guess the author was just stuck on him. We hate Boruto because they turned most of the characters from Shippuden into a joke. But, that's kind of the problem, though. Because you got to think about it. with Boruto, he's the son of Naruto, right? And so essentially you have like a next generation story. You know, this is the next generation of ninjas coming up. The same way we saw Naruto and his friends at one point being the new generation of ninjas coming up to replace the old. But the thing is like, in order for it to properly take place, you kind of have to reduce this is the problem, right? I'm sure as we go through Shippuden, we see the main characters get ridiculously strong, right? Like crazy strong, to the point where going into Boruto is like, well, what does Boruto and his generation of ninjas have to worry about when you have the old guard in place, when you have Naruto and Kakashi, Sasuke, Sakura, and all of them, and they're basically god mode ninjas at this point. So they have to kind of be nerfed somehow in order to make the stakes real for the next generation of characters. So I get it, like why they kind of have to soften up the older characters from the previous generation somewhat. Because if you don't, then you always feel like, well, Boruto doesn't have to do it because his father Naruto can just step in, or Guy could step in, Kakashi, whoever, like any of the older ninjas could just step in and handle it because they're basically god mode ninjas at this point. So you got to find a way to make the stakes, to keep the stakes higher, you know. It's like when you're watching the Dragon Ball superhero movie and the new androids show up. Piccolo is like, where's Goku? Where's Vegeta? They're off on a whole other planet. So in order for the story of the superhero movie to work, you got to take Goku and Vegeta and Broly and put them on a whole different planet so that they're not around to just quickly solve the problem. You know, so, okay, this is Gohan's time to step up with Piccolo and to a lesser extent, the other characters as well. But in order for it to work, you got to take Goku and Vegeta and put them on another planet. And even Majin Buu, you notice like in all these new arcs, Majin Buu is always asleep because Majin Buu is immensely powerful and very hard to kill. So how do they deal with that? Well, Majin Buu is always hibernating. If you want somebody else to take the lead outside of Goku and Vegeta, put them on Beerus' planet, they're training. So it's kind of like that. If you want the new generation or the younger generation to take over, you kind of got to either soften the older characters, the more established characters, or kind of get rid of them somehow. They put Goku they said Goku, Vegeta on another planet. Gohan, you got to figure this shit out. How far are you into Shippuden? I just finished the first arc, so I'm 32 episodes in. And I just recorded the review earlier today. I should have it up, if not by tomorrow, then by Tuesday. And after that, I'm going to do, I got a few videos I'm going to do before I hop into the next arc. I'm going to do a review of Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3. And I'm going to do a manga review of that new hot manga that's going to be turned to an anime next year. I forgot the name of it. It's called Karabugachi or some shit like that. But I want to get ahead of the curve and start reading the manga. So I'm going to do a video on that, kind of analyzing it and trying to see if it has the potential to be like the next big anime, because that's how people are talking about it. So it's going to be, let me see, Jujutsu Kaisen, Karabugachi, whatever the fuck that shit's called, Karabugachi. And then I'm hopping back into Shippuden. Did you hear they're making a live action Naruto movie? It should be out by 2028 from what I heard. Oh boy, live action anime is man. It's hit or miss. It can work. You know, the Gantz live action movie was pretty good. The Rurouni Kenshin live action movie was good. It can work, but I worry about Naruto. I don't know if Naruto would work though. That's one I'm not sure about. Dragon Ball Z does not work. I'm not saying it's impossible. Dragon Ball Z is one that is hard, bro. That's really hard. That's really hard to pull off. Orochimaru unlocked immortality. That's why the story keeps him around. Canonically, he keeps his life because he mastered the trick to become immortal. That's why he's transgender. He swaps bodies with women. Get rid of him. just, I don't care. Just get rid of him. You know, none of that matters if the author just decides it doesn't matter. You know, you're immortal until you're not in anime. Just get rid of him. Throw his ass in the sun or something. But I guess at this point, we got this. If Orochimaru is now basically a domesticated, kind of good guy selling shish kebabs, then whatever. You know, I guess we got to continue the trend of everybody can be Naruto's friend and no bad guys are irredeemable. Let me guess. Madara is a school teacher in Boruto, a preschool teacher, and donates to charity and volunteers as a firefighter on the weekend. Oh boy, Naruto. Oh man, Kimosabi, welcome to the stream that's about to end. So we had a good stream tonight. I finally got to show Way of the Samurai and actually got an ending, not the best ending or even what you would call a good ending, but at least I completed it. I think going into next week or this coming week, I'm going to get back into playing Dirge of Cerberus because I played that one night and it was really good. Well, I can say really good, but surprisingly good. So I think we're gonna get back on that. We're gonna go back to Dirge of Cerberus. I might stream again. Let me see. Not tomorrow, but sometime during the week. So look out for me then, one of these late nights during the week. So I hope you guys enjoyed that stream, and I will see you soon. The Naruto Shippuden Kazekage Rescue Arc review video is going to be up tomorrow or Tuesday, depending. So look forward to that, and see you guys.